I'm back. This is part 2, April the 30th. It's darker. That light was cooking this. This is about the men's. These are real live men's from the time before Kesh was born. Two young men's that was my age showed so much responsibility. Even when it came out later, which they probably knew Keisha was not theirs. It ain't like I lied. I was a child. I was a girl becoming a woman. And they took care of her. That's the short version. For not for no 1, 2, 3, 4 years. We talking about decades. Even one when Keisha died, intervened and helped with something. And I never told them thank you because some stuff went on with my relatives. DNA. Kinfolks. So if he watching, thank you, Mr. Washington. I appreciate you. Mr. William and Mr. Washington, both families intervened in helping me raise Keisha and also helped raise me. Fast forward, another male, another man. This dude was a gentleman from jump at 19. He was a gentleman from jump. And then as short version, for somebody to take off work and spend time with a teenager and they married, that was like amazing. And stay being a gentleman. Pastors coming in the middle of the night when Josh grew up and I was having issues where Josh was going through his process and I didn't know how to reach him. As a woman and a man, I needed a man to reach him. And that man was a pastor and he would get up and it's a history behind it too. But he was a real gentleman who instilled some things in my child. His football coach, which kind of let him get away with a lot of stuff. Josh was something else. I mean, he read that boy read a 450 game. I'm like, Josh, why you did that? Anyway, he did some things. This other was a senator at the time. I struggled with acknowledging him. He was a man as well. Josh worked on his second campaign, I believe. And Josh was really impressed with him, and he was impressed with Josh. And Josh's first year of playing football, I don't know if it was 4 or 5, but he was truly acknowledged. And his football coach made a big difference as well. There's 3 men in recovery. There's a lot of men in recovery that played a part in raising me, Keisha, and Josh. 3 men in particular. I'm going to have to fast forward with that. When I tell you that those men, gentlemen, were so patient and supportive and direct, it's unbelievable. I didn't know how painful this was going to be. To have people, to have men who in relationships, to intervene. People say you like family. This better than family because I know how family is. I would not be able to have survived their passing, their demise, their murders, their unknown death with Keisha. I would not be able to be a service to God and serve human beings and humble myself. The men and women, I gotta include the women in this. In Baton Rouge, when I got down here in 98 at the candlelight meetings, told me basically that mentality I have with plugging and stitching. I ain't gonna go into no detail. It's some stuff that I did because of the neighborhood I was in. They were like, Trey, you can't do that. You'll go to jail. You know you're gonna kill somebody. So that played a part. They watched me grow up. They helped me grow up. Regardless whether people talked about me or not, I could care less. When I borrowed people, that was my process. I didn't know, to be honest, as much as I thought I knew things, I truly thought pagan. Wasn't nothing wrong with that, that pagan mentality. Till one day my sponsor say, what she say? She borrowing people. She say, Trace, you can't do that. And I slowly stopped borrowing people. The one that I met at 19, that was a gentleman, it took me 10 years to make amends to him and to show him how much I truly appreciate him for the things he did then for me and my kids. But mainly what he was doing, he assisted me when I was really injured. And his voice and his demeanor helped restore me and keep me going when I really, it ain't that I wanted to give up, because I wanted to go and go to court to do what God said dealing with State Farm. It was that my spirit was very weak and wounded. And I have to remember, he helped me remember to stay class and be a child of God. And I'm a woman and a mother. You know, it was a discussion about my grandkids. Even though I can't see them, recently I had the opportunity that man created. God said, no ma'am, that'll cause more harm than good, and it'll distract you from where you're going. I'm not embarrassed of this place. It's just not nowhere to be fellowshipping and doing the things I used to do. It's nothing healthy, conducive could come out this facility that I sit. I'm getting all off subject. Deterioration, 1977. That's when it was built, and it reflects every drop of that. Yet it was God's will that I come here. I apologize. I can't apologize for getting off subject, because this is my process, and I do that. I misspeak, and I try to correct it. Being myself. One of the gentlemen is big and strong. He used to text me positive stuff, and prior to that, he would always say, too much is given, much is required. He is so funny, and I saw him do a lot of things in the community as well. He, to me, truly been a brother to me. When I call people brother and sister, I'm not talking about, it's a reason why I call them brother and sister, and they mean a lot to me. Even when I don't want to hear it, and when I didn't want to hear what he was saying, I'm telling you, God put people in our lives, and we in other people's lives for a reason. I wanted to fight one morning at our AA group, and when I say tired, I'm talking about slave tired. This man stood in front of me. Well, short version is him and another guy stood in front. I'm jumping out the van, getting in my van, and some people talking some crazy stuff about that they was violating tradition, but they can't stay clean, or choose not to stay clean, because you can't stay clean if you want to stay clean. And I'm thinking, I'm leaning over. I don't hit people first. I can let them go ahead and get their hit in. So I'm thinking that I'm going to let these people hit me. Next thing I know, all I saw was a whole chest. This gentleman, whole chest. That wasn't nobody but God. I'm rambling, and I'm too emotional to go forward. I'm leaving out some people as well. The men's and the gentlemen's. When I hear stuff about pastors done got killed, or they done had sex with children, or with men and stuff, them not pastors. And the congregation, I be shocked that the congregation of grown folks didn't know that them was wicked children. That's what shocked me more than anything. Not what the so-say pastors be doing, is what the congregation submit their ears to. I'm thankful for all those nights that we went in the country on them long trips, falling asleep on our knees at the revivals, that taught me to learn for myself. I don't need a feel-good message. I'm thankful that I know as a lady, when I was in church community stuff, that I ain't preaching nothing. I'm not no preacher. I speak on certain occasions. I know what the Bible say about tithing. I know what the Bible say about what a woman place supposed to do. When a man speaks to women's soul, I submit. That dude, that man said something 2 years ago, and we all was shocked, because I be popping off. When he said this 2 word, it wasn't disrespectful. I could tell he was shocked too. It was the Holy Spirit had spoke through him to me. So the Holy Spirit don't just speak to me, it speak to other people. That's encouraged me to be patient and not take nothing personal. It's all out of place. My mouth done changed subject, because this was a hard conversation. Mother's Day, I'm not sure if that's a pagan day. I know Easter and Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff is. I could pray all day long over food. If it's not meant for me to eat, I'm going to deal with the consequences. As much as Noah did for God, it did not, how Noah followed God's will, it still did not prevent Noah's son from doing what he did to him. Thank God that I know not to curse nobody, and that I'm clean and sober. When I say I'm clean and sober, I'm clean from some filthiness, and I'm sober from some liquid fire. Bye, y'all.